Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Crola Pascal, here for the Jersey Pro League playoffs here on BSB. 4 days of playoffs here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here in Newark, New Jersey, home of the New Jersey Devils. As we get ready for this one, just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's tuned in all season here at the JPL and for this one today. It means a lot to us here at BSB and for the Jersey Pro League as we get ready for the opening game of the 2025 Jersey Pro League playoffs. It is going to be the number 8 college hockey Buzz versus the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, taking the number 1 seed. Here in the club division, it's all club division tonight, here to kick things off for the first night of playoffs. Should be a great one here today. We've got 3 games on the docket today, 3 games tomorrow as well, and then 2 games on Wednesday, 2 games on Thursday as we get ready to go for this one to open the 2025 Jersey Pro League playoffs. Teams getting set and ready to go. So are we here. Thank you for joining us once again. Center's at the faceoff dot, and we're off here for this one. Quickly, this one is taken by Hollis Humphreys. He fires a shot on. That one goes wide of the cage. Got redirected in front as he tries to keep it down low. Moved aside. Goggin will collect this, trying to find this one lower for Rosalenko. Can't connect. Humphreys will chase after it again. Keeps it away from Helkowski for now, but bounces right back to Colin Helkowski. Plays for the College of New Jersey, TCNJ. One of the teams that we cover here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, as Pryall will try and get on that one, but it's going to be called offside. Here with 14:23 left to go in period 1. And mentioning TCNJ, just want to say a big confirmation to being back with them for the 25-26 season. So we haven't posted that yet on our social medias, but we will very soon once we get confirmation from a couple other teams. We're going to be posting our big list of teams we're partnering with for the 25-26 season. Should be a lot of fun for us at BSB. And for all of you at home tuning into all of our games and all the teams we cover, we're hoping to have some fresh faces for us at BSB as well. As this one is pitched to Meehan. Beautiful pass across. Tries to dangle his way, but can't get there, though, as Dylan Stiles broke it up. Rosalenko with it again. Tries to spin this back to Humphreys. He's stopped on the back check by Helkowski. The other way now, S.J. Lecomte. Lecomte puts on the move, goes to the backhand. Power move shot on that one is stopped. There by the 30 of Matthew Carter. His first bit of action here in this one. Shot still listed at 0-0 right now as Pryall works his way in. He dives down below the goal line, trying to find it in front. Bounces back to the top of the slot. That one went wide of the cage off a deflection in front. As this one will bounce its way right to the blue line there of College Hockey Buzz. Into the zone here comes the 9 of Ryan Callahan. He is stonewalled as it comes back out to center ice. Guterman sends this one over to the other side. Callahan with it again. He's stopped by Keola. JMGF, a powerhouse all year. Finished the year in first here in the Jersey Pro League Club Division. Almost a little bit like it's meant to be, as Callahan working his way and trying to weave through. That one is stopped there by Bo Solomon, his first test of the evening. 1 for 1 so far. First shot listed up on the big board. Here with 12:36 left to go in period 1. Faceoff is won back by CHB. They will ring it around. CHB having a rough year this season. As Callahan will fire. Hard shot goes wide of the cage as Helkowski collects this one. Gley now with it. Gley. Him and Helkowski connect. The 2 teammates from TCNJ trying to work this one around. Helkowski with it again. Down below the goal line now, CHB with it. Back up to the point. Shot from the blue line. That one goes by everybody. As this bounces here to the 10 of Gavin Jacoby. As now Guterman will glove that one down. Guterman along the wall. Able to keep it away from Jacoby. Trying to work his way through. Kept here in the zone by Callahan. He will send this one lower. Cross with it in front. Trying to find that to the back door. Just couldn't connect on the pass. Almost a beautiful feed to the other side, but it's broken up and taken here by Gley. Feeds it for Helkowski. Walking in, Helkowski with it to the backhand. It is stopped there by Carter. Carter with a big-time save. His first official test of the evening. That is a big, big stop there on Helkowski. Helkowski, 11 points in 7 regular season games here in the JPL this year. Spring pass meant for Hollywood Hollis. Will not connect on that one as Humphreys will now get on it again. Pass meant for Goggin is tapped forward by Rosalenko, but is stuck here in the neutral zone. Now Rosalenko with it again. Had it for only a moment as Gley will chase after this. As Bauer Crooks going after it. Only able to keep it for a minute. Now Rosalenko is there. Rosalenko looks. Able to find this one up to Humphreys. Tapped it forward, but Gold will collect this one in his own end. Passes it back out, able to find Meehan. He had it knocked away. Sikowitz with it. Trying to drive him lower. Lecomte now collects. Lecomte looking for an option. Keeps it away from Sitkevich. Now Humphreys with it. Humphreys circling here at the blue line. Able to keep it away for a moment. Still with the puck. Now behind the goal line. Able to keep it again. Looking for a lane. He fires. That one is knocked away. Solomon able to knock that away with the blocker. Just waffle boarded it into the corner. As Rosalenko will keep this here. 10:05 left to go in period 1. Pass across there from Stiles. Humphreys back to Stiles on the cross-ice pass. No one was there on the back door as Stiles put it right through the crease. Guterman now with it. He sends this one hard around the end wall. Atwell will send this one away. Able to get it over to the 19 of Zach Gold. He's hounded there by 2 JMGF skaters as Meehan will get a tap on that one as it goes to the corner. Stiles will send this one up to Cross. Cross finds Pryall. He taps it in off his skate blade as Helkowski will get to this first. Pass played forward. Lecomte with it now. Lecomte looking, tries to feed it into the middle. Jacoby couldn't handle as Cross will collect it again. Cross into the zone. Trying to dangle his way through, cutting to the net front. It is stopped by Solomon. Cross put on the handles, but Solomon says no as it goes the other way for Helkowski. What a beautiful set of moves there from Cross as Lecomte walking in. He fires, puts it wide to the far post. Dangerous chances for both sides here. Pryall the other way now, looking to split the defense. Power move, tries to shovel that on. It's stopped by Solomon. At the point, shot from the blue line. Pryall tried to get on it again. Another save for Bo in net. At the point, Crooks will play this back to Pryall. Over to the other side, able to find this one up to the blue line. Just can't get it on target. That was the 15 of Evan Jones there from the blue line as that shot from Pryall is stopped again by Solomon, and he kicks it up into the netting for the whistle with 8:14 left to go here in period 1. Face-off one here by College Hockey Buzz, but it bounces right back down into the near side wall as Gley will poke this for Meehan. Meehan trying to split the defense, can't do so that time as it's taken away. Gley trying to get on it. Down into the corner, him and Crooks go. Crooks will take it away, just can't get it out from down below the goal line just yet. Now Crooks digging at it again with Gold. Sends it to Meehan. Meehan on the wall. Has that knocked by Jones, who will rim it around the end wall. Pryal can't get to it in time, kept by Atwell. Looking in front, Meehan was all alone, but didn't get anything on it as he shanked it wide. As this bounces here up to Callahan. Delayed offside here on the play, picked back up by Jones, who will send it to Cross. Peter Cross, 18 points in 7 games, plays for High Point University, ACHA Division II school. A lot of schedules coming out for all of the club college hockey teams across the college ranks as Solomon makes another save there. This one bounces all the way back to Stiles. Stiles will just loft that pass into neutral territory as JMGF got a little bit lucky there. Jacoby was still over the blue line as Callahan has that knocked away. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much there as Goggin will collect it and send it up to Stiles again. Stiles walks by one, tries to feed it through. Bouncing puck on the play is stopped there for a moment by Atwell, who will just shove it out for Elkowski. Has Lecomte with him, 2-on-0 if they hurry. Elkowski to Lecomte, to the backhand, and he scores! Beautiful play from CHB, and they take the lead here with 6:28 left to go in the first. Let's take another look at this goal here from College Hockey Buzz. Great work from Helkowski and Lecomte. Helkowski just gets this puck. Lecomte gets behind the defense, and beautiful feed and beautiful move from Lecomte to go to the backhand. Excellent finish there from Lecomte. Plays for St. Michael's College in the NCAA Division III. 7 points in 7 games for him here in the Jersey Pro League, and gets the first goal of the 2025 Club Division playoffs as here he goes again. Lecomte looking for another. He fires, rings it right off the iron and up into the netting. Dangerous chance for Lecomte to get his second. Shots currently 6-2 in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, but they're in a 1-0 hole right now. College Hockey Buzz off the stick of S.J. Lecomte from Middletown, New Jersey, have the 1-0 lead. Face-off one in the corner. Lofted out quickly here for JMGF. Pryal has Humphreys with him. 2-on-1. Pryal with it to Humphreys in front. He's stopped by Solomon. Another chance. Rosalenko trying to get to it. Rosalenko to Pryal. Looks for a lane. Humphreys fires. That one is blocked by Gold. He tries to get it out of the zone. Can't do so. Goggin with a good keep. Beautiful stop there from Solomon, as Goggin will keep it in again. Pryal again here in the corner. Far side, looking for an option. Plays it in onto Solomon. Stops it that time. Gets another rebound save, and he will hold on here with 5:25 left in the first. Face-off will be to the right of Bo Solomon. Had a .797 save percentage as he makes another big-time stop with the shoulder right there in the regular season. 1-6 record. CHB had a tough year, but so far Solomon has been locked in. Plays for Temple University, ACHA Division I school. As back to the other door, that one is stopped away by Matthew Carter. Also plays for High Point alongside Peter Cross. Humphreys now with it. Humphreys cuts by the defense to the backhand, looking to power move. A huge stop by Solomon again. What a save by Solomon as Pryal looks for a lane. Maybe one too many moves there from Humphreys as Pryal weaves his way through. That shot goes wide. Guterman will keep it in. Sends it to Humphreys. No one in the lane. Pryal fires, kicked aside by Solomon. Guterman across. Shot from the point from Jones is blocked. That one by Keola. That one fought off by Solomon again. Went right off the cage. And now it comes out. Guterman can't keep it in. Meehan the other way. Beats the defender. That time is stopped by Carter. Both goaltenders going to work here in this one as Meehan gets it in off the pass. Atwell with it at the point. Now to Helkowski, looking for an option. Hash marks, back up to Atwell, looking for a redirect for Meehan in front. Back up to the point for Atwell again. Keeps it in with the glove for now. Now Jones will collect. Jones sends this up. Callahan will get this one out of the zone while falling to the ice, but now Atwell the other way, and that will be called for an offside on College Hockey Buzz. The Jersey Pro League, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, is proudly sponsored by Pegasus Sports Video. Pegasus is making history by capturing the biggest plays and moments of youth and high school sports all along the East Coast. They provide top-tier game coverage and highlights so you have every moment you need. Want your team in the spotlight? Reach out to Tom at Pegasus Sports Video for more info today. Thank you to Pegasus Sports Video, our good friends over there at Pegasus, for sponsoring us here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, helping us put on these streams here in the Jersey Pro League this season. It's always a blast working with Pegasus. Big shout out to Tom over there, as that one is stopped by Solomon right off the cage yet again, and this will go all the way down for an icing here on College Hockey Buzz with 3:11 left to go in period one. Face-off one back here by JMGF. Callahan will find this one to Jones. Jones had it stripped by LeCompte. The other way, 1-on-2, waiting for some help here from Helkowski. LeCompte able to keep it. Beautiful move to cut by another, but had it knocked aside by Jones again. Jones puts it in the corner. Able to keep it again as Jones tried to get it away from LeCompte, can't do so, as now it goes to the wall for Gley. Back to LeCompte again. Now to Gley, looking for a lane, can't find anybody. Gold now with it, he fires, that one's blocked away. Beautiful block there from Guterman, as Callahan will now get it off the delayed offsides. Cross with it now. Cross. He fires, that one's blocked by Keola. Guterman down in the near side right corner. Looks for a cross-crease pass, able to find Cross. Sharp angle shot is fought off by Solomon. Guterman with it again. Guterman down low, able to find the pass. Looking in front, shot, and they score! Bauer Crooks will tie the game at 1 with just under 2 minutes left to go in the first. What a shot there from Crooks. We'll get another look at that goal here. Excellent effort here from JMGF. Guterman will just put this down low in a beautiful feed right into the low slot. And Crooks will just rip this one into the back of the net. Crooks from New Providence, New Jersey. As Rosalenko goes the other way. Another shot. That one stopped by Solomon again. Went right off the paddle. Shots are 11-3, or 12-3 now, in favor of the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Now make that 13-3. With that save from Bo Solomon with the pads. As Atwell looking up off the wall. Able to find Meehan. Has it taken away by Crooks. Crooks. He fires. That one is blocked away. Humphreys with it. He fires. That one is stopped again there by Solomon. Another one right off the paddle. As Rosalenko does some bobbing and weaving in the corner, goes back up to the point. Shot from the blue line, that one went off the outside of the cage. Trying to shovel that home. JMGF can't do so, as Rosalenko with it again. Spins away from Gley. He fires, that one's blocked in front. Sakevich with it. Now along the wall. Plays this across. Humphreys has it poked aside by Meehan. Now back up to the point. Sent lower, Sakevich with it again. Humphreys, bouncing puck back to Sakevich. Had Rosalenko in the middle, just couldn't find him. Down to 30 seconds left to go here in the frame. Goggin plays it off, gets it back here at the slot. Looking for an option to the backhand here for Rosalenko. To the back door, went wide on the shot from Humphreys. Stiles tried to center it. Jacoby will get it with 16 seconds. Goggin will keep it in the zone. Sends to Humphreys again, 10 seconds left to go. Looking for a center. Stiles can't keep it in. Will come back out to the neutral zone with seconds left to go. And that will do it for period number 1. So after one period of play, we are tied at 1 apiece between number 8 College Hockey Buzz and number 1, the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Shots are 15-3 at the end of the first, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here for period number 2 here between the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation and College Hockey Buzz. My name is Crola Pascal. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. 1-1 after 1 here between number 8 College Hockey Buzz and number 1 John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, as Pryall has this down below the goal line. Skates it back out, goes back up to the point, across to Stiles. Stiles over to the other side. Goggin with it to Pryall. Pryall looking for an option, spins away from Atwell. Pryall with it, working his way, and Solomon will stop it and jump on top of it for the whistle with 14:25 left in the second. Goals in period number 1 coming from S.J. Lecomte and the 21 of Bauer Crooks. Lecomte for CHB got things going. And then Bauer Crooks ties the game up for JMGF with about just under 2 minutes left in period 1. Bouncing puck, looking to try and center this. Bouncing towards the cage yet again, but it goes wide. Callahan looks for Stiles. Spring pass out the other way. Pryall calling for it, was in the skates of another skater. Pryall with it again. Tries to go to the toe drag, but he has to spin away from Lecomte. Walking in to the circle, looks for this one lower. Looking to get it back here, bouncing puck into the crease. Now Stiles with it. Has it taken by Lecomte. Lecomte out the other way, breakaway chance for him. Already has one here on the night. Lecomte to the backhand. He is stopped by Carter. Beautiful save on the breakaway by Matthew Carter. Stonewalling Lecomte as the puck goes the other direction. Pass up to the point. Shot from Jones is stopped by Solomon, and he will gobble it up on the rebound. Let's take another look at that Matthew Carter save just before on the breakaway from Lecomte. Lecomte got out on this beautiful chance on the breakaway, and just a perfect read there from Carter to save it on the backhand. 13 minutes left to go here in period number 2. 2 minutes gone on the clock, as this is going to be a delayed offside, but it's picked up back here by Humphreys. Up to the point. Jones with it. Sends this lower, able to find Hollywood Hollis. Humphreys, as that pass went through everybody, will come back to the neutral zone. Jones has to poke it back out, as Gold is all over him. Zach Gold from the University of Rhode Island, as Cross will collect this here. The Holy Cross skater fires and he scores. It trickles through 5-hole. Peter Cross gives JMGF the 2-1 lead. Let's take another look at that goal here for the the High Point University skater. Cross, I think, just wanted to throw this one on target, and it just squeaked through in between the legs of Solomon. Didn't get all of it on the save, as now CHB looking to fight from behind. They opened the scoring earlier in period one, now down a goal, looking to try it at 2. And also don't forget, it's playoffs here, so you win, you move on, you lose, your season is done here in the JPL. As Humphreys the other way now. Humphreys with it, heat far, stopped by Solomon again. Is it in the back of the net? It is not. Solomon got the save on it. Cross had put his hands in the air, thought it might have squeaked through Solomon again, but stopped by Bo. And we continue on. Rosalenko on the draw up against Glai, quickly taken away. Solomon with a nice save in close there on Callahan. As that one gets by everybody. No icing, they're going to wave it off. Shots are 18-4 in favor of the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, as Rosalenko will find Goggin with the pass. Goggin to Pryal. He taps it in. Kaola will get it out quickly, but it bounces away from Helkowski as Rosalenko will collect. Rosalenko to Callahan, looking to weave it across, trying to find Pryal on the back check. Lecomte's got a stick in to knock it away. Now Helkowski able to spring this forward. Helkowski across to Glai. Glai with it again, back to Helkowski. He ties it at 2. Helkowski with a beautiful finish on the tic-tac-toe play there with his teammate. And we are tied at 2. Glai and Helkowski couldn't have drawn it up better for either of those guys. The two teammates, so instant chemistry. And Helkowski goes to Glai. Glai back to Helkowski as the defenseman shifted to him. And Helkowski had a wide open cage to put it by Matthew Carter. And we're tied at 2 apiece. Now Pryal looking to respond in stride as that one goes up and over on the backhand. Humphreys now to Pryal. Pryal with it again. Back up to the point. Goggin across. Able to find this one to Crooks. Shot on Solomon, able to make the save. Callahan looking again. Humphreys to Pryal. Quick shot, he scores! JMGF get their lead right back. Excellent shot there from Pryal. Again, the tic-tac-toe passing there from JMGF. Their passing always has been excellent this season, but some excellent work, and Pryal just rips that one under the left side pad of Solomon, and it is a 3-2 game in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Now the other direction. On that puck was Azzarello. Another shot. That one went just wide. Azzarello with it. Up to Atwell. He fires. On the rebound chance. Covering up is Carter. Had Meehan in the middle. Face-off one back here by JMGF again. Shots are 20-8. As Guterman will get this puck and send it around. Up off the wall, Jacoby will keep it in the zone. Jacoby looks slower, but it's picked up here by Stiles. Stiles pokes it up off the wall. Humphreys on it, able to keep it away from Gold. Humphreys looking for an option. Goes to Stiles, but it's too hard of a pass for him, and it goes away. Looking for Jacoby. CHB can't connect on the pass. As Guterman able to find Cross. Peter Cross driving into the zone to the backhand, able to keep it for a moment here. Tries to fire a shot on, it's blocked away. Meehan with it now. One-on-one with Stiles. Meehan Tries to put the move on, but Styles with a nice little poke check to just knock that one away. Lecomte will get to it here in the corner. S.J. Lecomte will find Helkowski. Each of them have a goal here in this one tonight as Pryle tried to weave in, but it's going to be called for an offside. Rosalenko will win this faceoff. Jones will send this one up to Pryle. He drives to the backhand, shovels a shot through, and Solomon will gobble that one up off the rebounds. Face off to the left here of Bo Solomon. Currently 18 for 21 on the evening so far. In between the pipes for CHB. Glye with it again. Tried to spring it forward for Gold, and Carter will cover up on that one. Just trickled right to him, and he will just cover it with the leather. 7 for 9 for him in terms of saves. Face-off won there by CHB. Lecomte with it along the wall. Glye comes over to try and help him dig it away from Crooks. Lecomte still with it there for a moment. Now Atwell from the point. Fires in onto Carter. And he will just glove that one down. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Live here on YouTube, the Jersey Pro League playoffs kicking things off here tonight. Night 1 of 4 here in the JPL. As Glye tries to get a backhander on one-handed, just couldn't get it on target. Helkowski will come over and help. Currently a 3-2 game here between the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation as Carter makes a big stop there on Lecomte. JMGF playing college hockey buzz, the 1 versus the 8 seed. JMGF the 1, CHB the 8. As this one is sent up to Pryle. Here at his own blue line, trying to get it out, can't do so. Atwell had it for a moment. Now Rosalenko the other way. Rosalenko lays it to Pryle. He fires and scores! Puts it under the pads of Solomon again as Lecomte and Pryle get at it with each other. Pryle, his second of the evening. As Lecomte and Pryle were getting acquainted with each other, if you will. Rosalenko just spun this pass back here to Pryle. And it's now a 4-2 game in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Styles now with the puck. Styles pitches this up to Humphreys. Humphreys with it. He fires that one. Stopped by Solomon. Bounced off his shoulder as it's kept here by Callahan. Callahan looking for an option. Humphreys comes over to try and give him some help as Callahan will spin it back lower. Atwell will knock it away. Atwell. He's able to get it out of the zone. Jacoby one-on-one the other way with Goggin. Now awaiting some help. Azzarello with a pass just too hot to handle. Azzarello hounded by Styles, as Cross will just get this out of the way. Humphreys with it now. Humphreys back to Callahan. Stopped by Solomon. Cross trying to keep it in, can't do so. Atwell sends this up to Meehan. Sticked away by Styles, but it goes into the corner. Meehan with it again. Tries to play a pass off. Broken play. Cross will corral it. Cross and Callahan together. Cross looking. He fires. That one stopped by Solomon. Trickling loose, though. It's cleared off the goal line there by Meehan. Humphreys with it again. Humphreys in the slot. He shoots. That one's blocked away. He gets it back, though. Goes back up to the point. Styles again with it. Fires through traffic. That goes wide of everyone and goes past Goggin. No icing will continue on as Keola will chase after it. They go into the wall together. Keola looking for an option. Meehan is there. Tries to cut through the defense, but jumping on top of it is Carter. Carter in 7 games, an .878 save percentage, a 5.0 GAA, and a 6-1 record. Face off to the right of Carter here with 5:40 left to go in period 2, a 4-2 game in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation as Halkowski winds up the blast. It's stopped there by Carter. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the rest of the night tonight. We've got 2 more games here on the docket. We'll have the 4v5 seeds playing each other next. The 4 being Capper Hockey Services, the 5, Mr. Lemon Stick Wax at the 8:15 scheduled game. And then to close out things here for night number 1, it'll be number 2 versus number 7. As Halkowski will drive, and we'll get back to that in a moment. Lecomte with it now, bouncing puck out to Rosalenko, taps it actually to Carter as Rosalenko will get on it again. Now Lecomte along the wall with Guterman. We'll get back to what I was saying in just a moment or two as this bounces back over to Gold. He tries to fire but whiffed on it. Halkowski will get it. Pass off the wall. Back up to the point. Azzarello has it taken away. 2-1-0 here for the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Rosalenko to Pryle. Back to Rosalenko who tucks it into the empty cage. It is 5-2. Beautiful 2-0 finish there for the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation to make it a 5-2 game. Rosalenko able to put that one into the back of the net. And now getting back to what I was saying before, the final game of the night, the number 2, Homegrown Hockey versus the number 7 Hockey House Podcast. As Solomon makes another nice save there. This one goes back up to the point, but they will round out the evening here for night number 1 as Humphreys fires a blast and he scores. What a rip there from Hollywood Humphreys. That was a blast there from Hollis. Makes it now 6-2 in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. The offense needed a little bit of time to warm up, but now it has come back in full force. As Lecomte will go the other way. Lecomte has that one knocked aside as Glide will get right back on it, though. Meehan now with it. Meehan sends around. Into the corner, Stiles, he gets bumped up along the wall, kept in the zone for a moment. Now Sakevich will play it out. Callahan, he shoots, that one goes wide. Callahan with it again, tucks it in. Solomon wasn't paying attention, and Callahan just puts it through his legs. Callahan with great awareness there with that shot off the wall. It took a big bounce off the glass, and he just caught everybody sleeping there on that play. As it's now 7-2 with 3:29 left to go in the second period. As Cross will collect this again. Cross looking. Tried to center, no one was home, but it's kept in at the point here by Crooks. Stopped there by Solomon, another chance, another save, and Rosalenko now collects his second of the night. Goals in bunches here for JMGF as Rosalenko gets his second. Let's take another look at it here from Rosalenko. Cross tried to feed it across. It came right back in here off a good keep from Bauer Crooks. And Rosalenko just walks in and puts it into the back of the cage. Able to find some open ice and just tap it right in. Crooks with it again here. He will keep it away from Helkowski. Tries to put on the wheels, but hit a divot in the ice and goes down. Now Jacoby with it. CHB looking for some more offense. That's been kind of the story all year for them. They've struggled to find goals as Meehan tries to work in. It is stopped there by Carter and saved off the goal line by Goggin. Another shot. That one is blocked by Crooks. Stick taps from the bench from JMGF as Cross trying to get to this one. Cross with it below the goal line. Plays it off the back of the cage, looking for a lane. Backdoor pass, they score. Cross with a beautiful assist. And that is goal number 8. Or number 9, excuse me. For JMGF, we'll take another look at it. Cross with the just filthy assist here. Played it back off the end of the cage to himself. Worked his way back into some open ice and found the open man on the back door. As Lecomte will collect this one here for CHB. Looking to try and get some semblance of a response. Looked to weave through the defense, but got sticked away. As it's kept here by Azzarello. Shot in on through traffic is stopped. Lecomte with it. Looking to try and go for a Michigan chance. Just had it knocked off the blade of his stick. As Humphreys the other way now. Humphreys to Prial. Back to Humphreys. Saved by Solomon. Nice stop there from Bo. Has been a little bit left out to dry here. As Guterman will get this in the corner. Under 90 seconds left to go here in period number 2. 9-2 the score right now in favor of JMGF as Prial looks for an option. Tries to find Humphreys, can't get to it. Styles with it there for a moment. Now Callahan. Callahan to Prial. Bouncing puck. Azzarello will collect this. Sends it across to Atwell. Atwell around. Will find Meehan. Meehan has it knocked away by Humphreys. Able to keep it here. Callahan with it. Looking to weave by both defenders. Got the shot off, but is stopped by Solomon as Lecomte tried to clear. Goes right up into the netting. .43 seconds left to go in period number 2. Face-off won by CHB. Looking to clear. This one lofted up and out. Styles will go back and chase. Styles. Weaving his way in, fires. That one got knocked around and will go to the wall. Lecomte with it again. Lecomte splits through both defenders, has a little bit of room in front of him. Lecomte with Glye. Glye back to Lecomte, pass just too far for him with 10 seconds left to go. Lecomte with it along the wall. He'll just put it into the corner, and that will do it for period 2. 9-2 after 2 in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. 8 goals in that period alone for JMGF. After a 1-1 tie heading into the period, JMGF with an explosion of offense here in the second period. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Corolla Pascal, back here for period number 3, here between the number 1 John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation and the number 8 College Hockey Buzz. Currently a 9-2 game in favor of JMGF. 8 goals in period number 2 for JMGF. CHB struggling as there's another one for JMGF. Peter Cross again. Cross just got fed a beautiful feed from this near side corner. Just sent it right through everybody, went right to that back door, and Cross, wide open cage, just puts it into the back of the net. That shot goes up and over the bar. That was a rip. They're on the opposite side as Cross has it yet again. Cross looking across, trying to get a shot off. It got whiffed on as another chance. Solomon will stop that one. Currently a 10-2 score as of right now as Lecomte will weave his way in. Lecomte with it, feathers it to the back door, and they score. College Hockey Buzz finally getting another one on the board and stopping the run from JMGF. It was Helkowski who put it in. Now 10-3. Let's take another look at this goal here from Helkowski. Lecomte sends it across, and Helkowski just goes right to the back door and puts it into the back of the net. As Lecomte with it again, another chance. He nearly lost an edge. As this pass sprung the other way, Humphreys will beat out the icing here. Under 13 minutes left to go here in period number 3. CHB trying to keep their season alive, down by 7 right now. Humphreys fires. That one is blocked away by Meehan. We've seen craziness happen here in the Jersey Pro League over the last couple of years of us broadcasting it. As Rosalenko tries to get this one back to Goggin, still pinned in that corner as Goggin, he fires a shot saved by Solomon. This one will ring all the way out of the zone. Goes all the way back to Stiles. Stiles bumped off the puck. Rosalenko goes back to Stiles now, trying to weave through the defense. Keola is able to stop that one as Humphreys will keep it in the zone. Back up to Stiles again. Looking across, able to find Goggin. Stopped there by Solomon with the leather. Big save there from Solomon. As this one bounces here for Helkowski. Bouncing puck picked up here by Humphreys. Looking in front. That one stopped there by Solomon again on Rosalenko as Lecomte puts on the handles. Lecomte with it. Bouncing puck as this one gets sent along the wall. Looking for an option in front. That one is blocked away. Lecomte getting into it here with Humphreys. Or actually, that's the 9 of Ryan Callahan as they had an interaction earlier. Lecomte gives him a whack. Gold enters the zone. Things starting to get a little chippy here. Out the other way. Keola will go back and get this one. Helkowski lays this one back. Lecomte across, able to find this one through to goal, and it's stopped, though, by Carter. And we've got some pushing and shoving going on between Lecomte and Callahan. They were going at it earlier, and I wonder what this is going to result in here. I think LeCompte might be getting kicked out. Is he getting sent to the locker room? It looks like he will be alongside Callahan, so they are both tossed from the game. LeCompte and Callahan both to the locker room. Their nights are over as Cross tries to collect this puck. Cross with it. 9:30 left to go. Up to the point. Jones with it. He fires. That one stopped by Solomon. Cross with it down below the goal line. Gold now with a breakaway chance. Tried to go for the no-move, but stopped there by Carter. I think he might have got a stick lifted a little bit too on the shot. But either way, good save there from Matthew Carter here with under 9 to play. Puck up off the wall, bouncing in front. Jacoby with it. He spins and fires, but it goes wide. Cross will get on this, looking to loft it up and out to Pryall. Him and Atwell come together, knocked away there by Atwell. Now Azzarello with it. Bouncing puck. Azzarello trying to get back on it. Gold with it, looking for an option. Gold to Jacoby. He fires and scores. Rings it off the post and in. Makes it 10-4. Let's take another look at this one here. Jacoby gets it off this pass from Azzarello, or actually from Gold, rather, excuse me. And Jacoby just rings it in off the pipe. And into the back of the cage, past Matthew Carter. 7:50 left to go here in period number 3. JMGF trying to keep their 6-goal lead. Again, we've seen wilder things happen here in the Jersey Pro League. Bouncing puck. Goggin will try and get to this alongside Jacoby. Goggin spinning around. Over to the other side. Puck up off the wall. Crooks will get it out. At center ice, Pryall able to bounce it through. Pryall with it, looking to drive around Atwell to the backhand. He scores. Puts it past Solomon, who was down and out, and makes it 11-4. Let's take another look at this one here from Pryall, as he just kept this puck, went to the backhand, and Solomon was just almost down already before he even made the move. As Crooks takes this the other direction. Crooks with it. He fires and scores! Somehow that snuck through Solomon. I think that shot may have ricocheted in, but it's now 12-4. Let's take another look at it, as we've now got a running clock. And what a shot there from Crooks, his second of the game. Meehan nearly had that one stripped away. Indeed he does, as Rosalenko tried to find Humphreys but couldn't do so. Gold with it. Gold looking. Plays it back to Helkowski. Backhanded shot goes wide, as this one is lofted across to Humphreys, who sends this one the distance. Pryall will chase it. Solomon will have to come out and play it. He just leaves it off. Meehan will collect it from him. He is stripped by Pryall. Goes all the way back. Here to Solomon. Helkowski now with it. Down in his own end. Guterman sends this through. Rosalenko looking. He far stopped by Solomon, looking for his third of the game. Here with 4:55 left to go, and we do indeed have the running clock here to close things out here for game number 1 and JMGF. Unless a miracle happens here for College Hockey Buzz. We'll move on to the semifinal round of the Jersey Pro League Club Division playoffs. And CHB season will be over as Rosalenko is stopped yet again there by Solomon. Another one is knocked away. That one was on Pryall. As Guterman at the point fires, redirected in the middle. Styles trying to fire. Rosalenko on the backhand, that's blocked. Azzarello can't get that out of the zone. Now Atwell just flips it out to Meehan. Meehan tried to go to the toe drag, can't get by the defense of Guterman. As Meehan looks for a lane again, tried to go to the backdoor pass, can't connect. Styles flips this out to Sakevich. Now to Cross, 2-on-0. Cross with it. Tries to shovel it through, and he does. Cross with another one. I think that is his 4th. As he gives a hug over to Humphreys as they skate back to the bench. Those two, both characters, as we've seen through a bunch of mic'd up sessions, filmed by the one and only Sam Wismer. Now a 13-4 game in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. As this one bounces back up, Keola has it knocked aside. Sakevich with it, trying to split the defense, lays it back to Cross. In front, can't get the pass through, it's knocked away. Meehan trying to work through, can't do it. That one steered aside by Crooks into the wall. Now taken by Sakevich. Sakevich can't get it out. Jacoby will keep this in. Jacoby looking. He fires, that goes wide. Gold with it. Into the slot, looking to try and shoot. Puts it to the back door, they score. Meehan with a tap in with 2:20 left to go in the third. Off the face-off. Taken back here by Gold. Under 2 to play. Shots are 40-20 in favor of JMGF. Ever since that second period, all the momentum swung their way. 1:37 left to go. Almost 90 seconds left as Styles goes the other direction. Styles, one-on-one, tries to go to the no-move move, but it's stopped on the rebound. It almost got tapped in, and now it's into the back of the cage. And Solomon just kind of gave up on that one, and he's not happy as he comes over to Goggin. And Solomon not happy with JMGF right now. One minute left to go. And CHB will end their season on a bad note here. LeCompte gets kicked out. Solomon upset there with 3 players from JMGF. Styles, Goggin, as well as Guterman, as Gold will go the other direction. He fires and scores! Puts it top shelf on the far side above Carter's glove. Makes it 13-5. Or 13-6 rather, 14-6. 2 goals haven't been put on the board yet. We've only got 15 seconds left to go here in the game, so understandable why they're not back on the board. But either way, as time will count down, 10 seconds left. And that will do it. The John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, a dominant win here in the first night of the Jersey Pro League playoffs. Win 14-6 over College Hockey Buzz. JMGF will move on to round number 2, the semifinal round here in the Club Division playoffs. They will have to wait and see who their opponent is going to be. But that'll wrap it up for this game, as the teams will have the handshake line here. And make sure to stay tuned. We've got 2 more games later on tonight. We're going to step aside in just a little bit. But game number 2 here of the evening. Capper Hockey Services, the number 4 ranked team, versus number 5, Mr. Lemon Stick Wax, set for a 8:15 start time. But either way, we're going to step aside after this one. The John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation win 14-6 over College Hockey Buzz and move on to round 2 of the Jersey Pro League Club Division playoffs. But we will see you in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. We are back for game number 2 here between number 4 Capper Hockey Services and number 5 Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. My name is Carla Pascal, back here for the second game of the night. The first one was a rough one for College Hockey Buzz. Their season comes to a close up against the number 1 seeded John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, as Cote makes a big save right off the start of things here. That's a big-time stop there by George Cote. Goes to Del Barton High School. Hails from Madison, New Jersey. And with Capper Hockey Services, there's a lot of fill-in players on the bench. A pretty full bench for both teams here for this one. It is playoffs, so makes sense as Williams tried to drive a pass through, couldn't do so. Stevens will go back and collect this one. Pass goes forward, trying to chase after this. Goes Kushner, can't do so. Bruno is there to collect it though. Bruno along the wall. He can't handle. Kushner with it now. Sends lower to Verdino. Verdino at the end wall, finds Kushner with a pass, looking in front, that one sticked aside. Bruno tried to get the tap in there as Williams will put it lower. Kushner with it again, up to Maybe. Maybe has it knocked aside, Butchik with it. Butchik cutting his way into the back door, just couldn't get the shot off. Beautiful work from Butchik, just couldn't finish on it, is out the other way. Goes Capper Hockey Services. That shot on, deflected up and into the netting. Here with 13:27 left to go. Here in period 1. Off the draw, this one is taken by Vastola. He will spring this forward. Bounces off the skates there of Butchik as Chong will send this one away. Chong looking for an option. Springs forward. As that one bounced aside. Still in the zone with it now. Quick shot in onto King. And he will make the save. Stick taps all around from the bench. Face off to the right here of the 31 of Jacob King. Plays for the University of Delaware in the ACHA Division I as this one skips high off the glass behind his net. Had an .869 save percentage this season. 3-4 record, 5.0 GAA. That was from Vernon, New Jersey. As it's collected back here by Capper Hockey Services. Along the boards, Sean Bruno comes together. He gets taken down hard. That was Butchik, actually, that got dumped to the ice. As Gaudioso along the wall. Starting to get physical already here in this one. Last one got a little testy. We'll have to see if this one does as well. Puck into the zone quickly. Capper still with it, looking for a lane. Trying to put this one into the corner, but it's taken away. And played up to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy with it. Plays this one into the slot. Couldn't get the pass through, though. Trying to keep it in the zone. Viola with it. Viola looking. He fires. That one went wide. Had Vecchio on the opposite side as Williams looks now. He fires. Vecchio on the back check. Dives to get the stick in there. Beautiful back check from Vecchio as King will make another stop. Back and forth we go here between the 4 and the 5 seeds. Here in the club division, shots 2-2 right now. 11:20 left to go in period 1. Hunter Maybe will collect this one. Maybe 10 points in 7 games, and that's going to be called offside. There on Capper Hockey Services. Off the draw. This one is won here by Capper again. Again, like I said earlier, a whole bunch of non-Capper jerseys filling in for this one today for Capper. We'll have to try and figure out some of those players as we go on through this game. Kushner flips this one up and out. Bruno to try and get on it. Able to keep it away. Goes into the corner. Bruno looking for an option, waiting for some help here. Has it sticked aside, though. Still in the zone. Verdino comes over to help. Bouncing puck. Kushner will send it to Williams at the point. That one got deflected. Kept in the zone. Kushner, or Verdino looking for Kushner, rather, as he tries to center again. Bouncing puck. Verdino has that one sticked aside by Isaac Sue. Now behind the cage. Taken away here. Verdino looking in front. They score! Bruno puts that one into the back of the net. And Mr. Lemon Stick Wax have the 1-0 lead. Bruno puts that one home. Beautiful finish by Bruno. Just tapped it right in. As Butchik will play this one off. 1-0 lead for Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. 10 minutes left to go here in period one. Beautiful move there from Zach Taylor. As Taylor has a bounce on him to Butchik. Vastola rings it around. Salisbury will keep it in at the point. Sends this one back down towards the goal line. Looking for an option, can't collect on it. Picked up here by Taylor again. Moves it across to Gaudioso. Gaudioso. As that knocked aside. Looking for a stretch pass. Can't get to that one, was Adamski, and that will go for an icing here on Capper. Off the draw, Williams with this. He will fire that one towards the cage, looking for a redirect from Butchik, but he couldn't get it on target. Wainvig will keep this one in. Now Boris with it. Taylor able to keep it for now. Kept here by Capper in the neutral zone. Hounded by Taylor, though. And that's going to be offside on Capper yet again. Couple offsides already here on Capper Hockey Services. .8:52 left to go here in period one as Wanvig will get this off the faceoff. Along the wall, Capper trying to send this one in. Skater with the Colonials jersey will try and send this deeper, but it's picked up by O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy trying to work this out of the zone as Chong fires a blast. That was a rip there. Saved there by King. Puck along the wall. Back up to the point. Chong with it, plays it across at the blue line. This one's sent lower here for Capper. Vecchio able to fight for it, sends it back up to the point, and out of the zone it comes. Viola with some good work to knock it out. Bouncing puck again as Vecchio tries to spring it for Viola as Cote will have to play this one away here. Viola will get on it again for a moment. Now along the hash marks. Bouncing puck for Vecchio. Vecchio trying to dig at it. Lifts up and out of the zone as O'Shaughnessy tried to get underneath one of the skaters, and that's going to be a penalty. And O'Shaughnessy will take a penalty here, and it looks like we may have a penalty shot. Or not. We're going to get a whistle. Thought that was going to be a penalty there on O'Shaughnessy. But either way, faceoff is going to end up outside of the Capper end. Might have been a high stick or something like that, but I'm not sure. But either way, we'll continue on here with 7:27 left to go in period one. Still a 1-0 game in favor of Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. Stevens, he works his way into the zone. Thomas will stop him there as he lofts it up and out. Vastola. Dangerous pass. Stevens will just tap that one away. Nearly hit the referee. But Chong now with it again. Chong lays off. Skating into the zone goes Capper. Looking to drive around the defense. Power move to the net front. King got a paddle in there to knock it away. Goes into the near side corner. Sharp angle shot from Maybe goes ringing out of the zone. And we'll go all the way back into the Capper end. Maybe with it again. Maybe working in. Looking for a lane to fire. He does. King with a save with the shoulder as Wanvig looks for an option here. Can't get it out of the zone yet. Good job to keep it in for now by Capper as Maybe gets on it. Maybe looking to go back to the point. Kept in the zone here by Capper again. Maybe looking. Bouncing puck. Bruno able to get to it. Bruno along the wall. Chong can't hold it in the zone, and that one goes up and out of play. .606 left to go here in period number one. Shots currently 5-4 in favor of Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. Capper, the number 4 seed. Mr. Lemon Stick Wax, the 5 seed here in the JPL Club Division. Here in the playoffs as Wanvig sends this pass to the other side. Working their way in. Chase Gaudioso looking for somebody in the middle. No one was there as it's collected back here by Capper. Tom White with it. White looking for an option. Trying to center that one. Looking for Isaac Suh. Just couldn't connect it. Gaudioso with it again. Gaudioso looking for another chance into the middle. Taylor with it now. Plays back here to the 7, or to the 9 rather, of Stevens. As Gaudioso hit the deck, Williams looking for Taylor. Able to keep it for now into the corner. Taylor to the point. Williams there. Williams lays off. Gaudioso with it. Back to Williams. Looking for a lane. Has to play down to Stevens. Stevens across to Gaudioso in the circle. Gaudioso, sharp angle shot goes right off the crossbar. I think that might have hit the crossbar and the post. A bit of a double ping, double doink, if you will, as that shot goes high and away. Butchik down below the goal line. He gets spun around as it's taken away by Salisbury. Suh looking for the backdoor pass, trying to connect on it. There with Kostrowski, just can't find him. Still with it is Capper. Capper, toe drag shot. King gets the save on it with the pads. Chance in front. Vecchio can't handle that one as Williams sticks it aside. Now Vecchio with it again. Vecchio across. Able to find this one over to the 9 of Stevens, who just lofts this one in onto Cote. Adamski sends it forward. Streaking into the zone goes Boris. Williams fires, looking for somebody in the middle. O'Shaughnessy can't handle that one, as Cote will have to come out and play it. Now Wanvig with it. Wanvig along the boards will send this one lower. Able to find Vecchio. Vecchio along the boards. Now Adamski is there. He moves it up. Vecchio able to keep it in, though, above the circle. Looking for somebody in the slot. No one was home. Down to 3:30 and change left to go here in the first. Williams in the neutral zone. Nearly lost the handle of it, but he gets it back. Has to play this one across. Capper driving in with some speed past Vastola. Looking to walk through, but King is able to make the save, as King actually got a stick lost in him. As LSW is still trying to clear. They can't do so. Capper keeps it in. Williams looking. Trying to center this one in front. Quick shot is blocked away in the middle by Wanvig. Vecchio now. As across the line too early was O'Shaughnessy. And we'll get a stoppage here with 2:52 left in the first period. Off the draw, Williams now with this. Williams tries to split by the defense, can't do so. As Kushner fires, looking for a redirect through traffic, can't find anybody. Archianko sends this lower. Nearly got it back on the pass, but it comes all the way out of the zone as back to chase it goes Sean Bruno. Plays for Marist College for their Division II ACHA team as Verdino chases this. Verdino behind the cage. Stops up looking for some help as the twos come together. Ended up losing the puck as maybe will center this one. Looking for the feed over to the near side wall. Williams trying to play defense on the Capper skater as maybe will chase after this alongside Verdino. Now along the wall, Capper still with the puck. Capper looking on the backhand. Have to play this one back to the point. At the blue line, stopped away. Bruno tried to chip it out, couldn't do so. Chong with it, he fires. King will hold the initial save, but it squeaks through him, and we're tied at 1. That one snuck through Jacob King. And Capper Hockey Services ties this game at 1. And just like the score, the shots are also tied at 6-6 apiece. And this shot just trickled through King. He made the initial save, and then it just ended up sliding through him. Just didn't get enough of it on the stop. As Kushner will take this one. Kushner lost the handle of it as he tried to break into the zone. Maybe. Tried to play a pass, just couldn't do so. Kushner will pick that one off, or actually that was Verdino who did. He gets it up here to Bruno. Tried to find Kushner, just had the pass blocked. Capper will keep this one for now. Kushner nearly knocked it away with a stick check. Now he gets it back here. Has Butchik with him. Kushner looking. Kushner to Butchik in front, just couldn't get it on target. Another chance, Cote makes the stop. Cote, a 3-3 record so far here in the JPL as that one goes up and over from maybe. 875 save percentage and a 567 GAA for George Cote from Delbarton High School. Kept here by Capper, looking for another chance. King with a nice pad stop. Butchik now with it. Butchik across, passes picked. Able to take it away, though, is Taylor. Taylor the other direction, has a lane. Taylor with it in onto Cote, but he put it open over. Stick taps all around for Capper. As maybe enters the zone, lays this one off. Fires in onto King, dangerous rebound, and that will do it for the first. A flying first period here between Capper Hockey Services and Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. 1-1 after 1. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal, back here for period number 2 between number 4 Capper Hockey Services and number 5 Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. A 1-1 game here after one period of play. Here for the start of the second as Taylor fires, nearly made it 2-1. Tried to go for that high far side post. Shots coming into the second period, 8-6 in favor of Capper. Into the zone. Goes Suh with it, cycling around, looking for a lane, has to go back up to the point. From the blue line, King able to make the initial stop as it goes up and over the bar. Now back up to the point again. Salisbury with it, he fires, that one's redirected in the middle. Thomas trying to dig that one out. Now able to do so as it goes back up to the point. Capper from the blue line. That one is blocked away again. Another chance. Suh. That one is stopped. Taylor up off the boards. And down goes Butchik. No call. We continue on. Driving into the zone is White, but that is going to be called offside there on Capper. Has been a great game so far here in this one. Adamski off the face-off there with Vecchio. It's won by him and moved forward for Viola, who dumps it into the zone. Viola. Now Vecchio comes over to try and help him. Viola able to get it away. Tries to go back up to the point. Can't do so. It's steered aside by Capper and lofted back out to the neutral zone. Looking to feed this one forward, looking for Chong. They can't connect, as getting on top of it is Boris. Back up to the point. Chong there again. Spins this one to Boris again. Bouncing puck on that pass as Viola gets it. Viola looking. Takes his time here in the zone. Feeds it across to Stevens. Stevens bouncing puck to O'Shaughnessy. Plays it across. Beautiful feed to Vecchio, but couldn't handle the bouncing puck. As yet again, Capper trying to drive through. That one is sticked away. Puck comes fluttering up and out of the zone. Chong will have to go and collect here for Capper. Chong being chased by Vecchio. Or excuse me, that's O'Shaughnessy who's able to take it away from him. O'Shaughnessy has to play this one back. Stevens with it now. Stevens. Across. O'Shaughnessy with it again. Tried to pitch it for Vecchio, just couldn't get it to him as Boris will collect again. Sends forward. Chasing after. Goes Kostrowski. Tried to get a shot off. Couldn't do so. Backhanded chance. Looking for somebody in the middle. It's gloved down. Capper still with it. Has that one knocked away, and they'll have to go chase after it. .11:45 left to go here in period 2. Still a 1-1 game here between Capper and Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. Also, don't forget to stay tuned. We've got one more game here tonight. Here for our final night of Game 1 of the Jersey Pro League playoffs here in the club division. It's the number 2 versus number 7 seeds. Number 2, Homegrown Hockey versus number 7, the Hockey House Podcast. Set for a 9:45 start time as Vastola will take this one away. Verdino couldn't keep it as he lost it in his skates. As driving around goes Boris again. Boris has to lay off. Looking for an option, trying to dangle through there, stopped. Vecchio with it. Cuts by one. Got tangled up with his own teammate. As Boris the other way, he fires, that goes up and over the bar. Hard shot there from him as Wanvig tries to poke this out of the zone. Can't do so. Boris with it again. Boris will send this into the corner. Puck right along the bench of Capper. As now Wanvig pokes it forward. Able to find that one up to Kushner, who lost it back to the neutral zone. Williams with it. He'll put it right back in. Wanvig back to get it. Plays across to Vastola. Vastola looking for an option. Had that pass picked away. King will make a stop there. Still in the zone here for Capper. Looking for some options. Williams with it. Trying to center for maybe. Just can't connect on the feed. Now Verdino. He can't get it out of the zone. Capper with some great pressure as that one rings off the iron. Capper with a ton of chances as this one not out yet, and we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be a hooking call. And I think this may be on Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. Indeed it will be. Not sure who that is taking the penalty shot. But either way, a chance to give Capper a 2-1 lead here on the penalty shot here. I'll stay to the left-hand side here. Keep it off the pickup. Looking to fire. King will make the stop. Read that shot well and just kicked it aside with the pillows. Big save there for Jacob King. Face-off one again there by Capper, and quickly King with a flash of the leather will glove that one up. 9:30 left to go here in period number 2. As LSW are able to flip this one up and out of the zone. Butchick tried to kick it across to Taylor. Couldn't get it to him. As Salisbury will move this through. No one touched it, and that's going to be an icing there on Capper. Off the face-off. Butchick with it goes back up to the point for Williams. Now Stevens with it. Through traffic, that one stopped there by Cote. Taylor might have got a piece of that one on the redirect. As Taylor will get on it again. Looking to center. Archianco fires and he scores! That was actually Gaudioso who scored that one. Put it into the top shelf there off that feed. And Mr. Lemon Stick Wax make it a 2-1 game. Let's take another look at this play here. Excellent work from Taylor to just find Gaudioso all alone in the middle, unchecked, right in the slot. And it is 2-1 Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. As Capper trying to come right back here. Tom White down in the corner. Back up to the point, over to the other side. Salisbury fires. King will gobble that one up yet again. .8:31 left to go as that shot goes up and over the bar. Chasing after this goes Gaudioso. Gets it out of the zone. Butchick pushes it to Taylor. Taylor able to keep it for now. Sharp angle shot stopped there by Cote. As it's kept by Salisbury, who'll move it around. Shots 10-9 in favor of LSW. As Vecchio will try and get this away from White. Along the wall. Picked back up here by Capper. Capper still with it in their own end. Chased here by Viola as it's knocked away for a second by Archianco. Now the other direction. Trying to get the shot off was Suh. Just couldn't do so. Had his stick lifted as Vecchio will go back and get this. Vecchio. Has some room, and he'll take it as he drives up the wall. Thomas in onto him. Vecchio still with it down behind the goal line. Vecchio looking, spins this one back. Viola with it to O'Shaughnessy. He fires, that one goes wide of the cage. Archianco puts it back in lower again. As Chong will get this one. Nearly had it knocked away by Vecchio. As Vecchio gets a stick on that. Off the wall, Archianco just plays it back to the blue line of Capper. Kostrowski will poke that forward. Loose puck here for Capper, trying to get on it. O'Shaughnessy on the back check. Able to knock it away as Viola will collect here. Back and forth between these two teams. Probably the most even matchup of the night. As O'Shaughnessy will play this one back. Williams fires through traffic. Bouncing puck in onto Cote. And he will hold on. Face off to the left of Cote. One back by LSW. Quick shot kicked aside there by George. Puck moved to the blue line of Capper. Looking to play this one out, trying to find Kostrowski. Can't do it. Vecchio the other direction. Vecchio able to keep the puck. Quick shot. That one goes wide. Williams will keep it in. Cuts by one defender. Drives down to the low circle. Now behind the goal line. Does a good job to tie up the D-man. As they're still getting into it with each other. Vecchio will keep this in the zone. Now taken back here by Capper. Capper looking. Quick shot. Stopped there by King. Waffle boarded that one high up into the air. As Williams tried to get a shot off. Good back check there from O'Shaughnessy. He's still all over it. Williams with it again, though. Williams pinned up along the wall. Boris coming over to try and help him. It's taken away by LSW. Wainvig with it. Wainvig looking. He fires. Cote with the stop. And he will cover up on it as O'Shaughnessy tried to come in and whack at it. Some good work there from Wainvig as he tried to put that one 5-hole there on Cote. Shots 12-2, or 12-10 rather, excuse me. Was looking at the shots and looking at the score at the exact same time. 2-1 game. Shots are 12-2 in favor of LSW as the other direction here comes Maybe. Maybe shifty little move. Looking to center. No one was home except for Josh Kushner for the other team. As Kushner will get this out for Verdino. Verdino can't keep it. Bouncing puck right at the blue line. Knocked out by Capper. Maybe with it. Saucer pass across. Looking for some open ice. Adamski goes to chase after it. As Archianco will pin it up along the wall. Capper with it again. Up to the point. Kept in for now. Looking to spring it out for Verdino. Overskated it, but Kushner has it. Kushner with it. Looking. Kushner to the back door. Cote got down to make the stop. That was on the backdoor pass. They were looking for Bruno. He got tied up, but still got the shot off as Maybe. Little toe drag. He fires. That goes up and over the bar. Bruno has some room. Bruno with it. Has Kushner with him. 2-on-2. Bruno fires. That one is blocked. They're on the back check. Capper the other way yet again. Back and forth we go. 4 and change left to go in period 2. Looking for a lane. That one is stopped there by King with the shoulder. Capper still with it. Adamski looking. Salisbury in the middle. Can't get the shot off. Verdino tied him up. Another chance. That one goes wide for Maybe. Bruno can't get it out just yet. Looking for some help. Back to get this goes Stevens in his own end. Stevens looking. Bad passes. Adamski will keep it on the backhand. Stopped by King. Another chance is knocked away there by King again. Vastola can't get it out. Bruno there. Vastola on it again now. Bruno a second time. Looking to play it out here for Gaudioso. He gives chase. Has Kushner with him. Gaudioso looking to King, back to Gaudioso, onto the backhand, back to Kushner, and he scores! Tic-tac-toe between Gaudioso and Kushner, and it's a 3-1 Mr. Lemon Stick Wax lead. Josh Kushner. And we'll take another look at that one here. Beautiful play between Gaudioso and Kushner. Great chase here from Gaudioso to get after this puck, and excellent passing between the two of them. I don't think Gaudioso actually expected to get that pass back, but he was able to give it back to Kushner again. And he was able to finish it that time to make it 3-1 with 3 and change left to go in the second. Quick shot in onto King, and he will hold on. That one coming from Suh. 9 points in 6 games. Played for the New Jersey Rockets in the NCDC. Bouncing puck out quickly. Gaudioso on it again. Trying to get on his horse here. Has to peel back. Looking for Butchick. Just can't get to it in time. I don't think he was expecting it. Looking in for Gaudioso. Another chance. Can't find it. White out the other way. Gets by Williams. White with it. Trying to center. No one was there as it's collected by Gaudioso. Gaudioso flips it for Butchick. Butchick looking for help here. Has to spin away at the goal line. Butchick looking. Plays across. Williams, sharp angle shot, stopped there by Cote. Gaggle of players down behind the goal line right now as it's collected here by Capper. Capper in the neutral zone. LSW in the midst of a change, still with it. Capper trying to drive through. That one went wide. Vecchio looking to split the defense. Now bouncing to O'Shaughnessy. Quick shot to Taylor, saved by Cote. On the rebound chance, it won't go. As Chong will collect this here in his own end. Hounded by a bunch of LSW skaters, has to lay this one back. Just about 90 seconds left to go here in period 2. Vastola will knock this one out of the zone. Chong with it. Chong weaving in, tried to get by all the defense, couldn't do so that time as Vastola sends here to Vecchio. Now to O'Shaughnessy, one-on-one with the defender, able to keep the puck, looking. O'Shaughnessy down behind the goal line now, looking for the middle, can't get it to anybody. As he'll get there on the back check and knock it away. Vastola. Another whack at it, keeps it at the blue line. Vecchio there as well, able to keep it away. Under a minute left to go here in period 2. Boris with it again. Boris looking for Thomas. Redirects in onto King, and he will just jump on top of it with the glove. For the whistle here. Shot 16-15 in favor of LSW. 3-1 the score right now. Vastola able to find Vecchio on the pass. Vecchio has a lane but lost the handle of the puck. As Kostrowski will collect this in his own end. Goes to Vecchio though. Vecchio able to keep it off the wall. Had it for a moment, not Kostrowski. Kostrowski trying to get by Vastola. Still with it. Kostrowski got taken down and King will cover up on it. "18 seconds left to go in period 2. Face off one back by LSW. Stevens looking. Stevens can't get it out of the zone. Kept by Chong in the circle. He fires. That one is blocked by Vecchio. What a way to sacrifice the body as O'Shaughnessy with it. O'Shaughnessy looking to power move. No one was there on the pass. And that will do it for the second. 3-1 at the end of 2 in favor of Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. Shots are knotted up at 16 apiece, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting. My name is Carlo Pascal. A 3-1 game in favor of Mr. Lemon Stick Wax here against Capper Hockey Services. The 4 versus 5 here in the club division as that one redirects right off the goal line and the post. Somehow that didn't end up in the back of the cage. Cote was sprawling. But either way, like I was saying, a 3-1 game in favor of LSW over Capper. Shot 16-16. It's been a very even, very fast, very back and forth game. And it's been a great one so far. And also, make sure to stay tuned as we've still got one more game after this to close out night 1 of the JPL playoffs here for 2025. Number 2, Homegrown Hockey taking on number 7, the Hockey House Podcast, as Stevens looks for a lane. Stevens fires and scores! Ripped it glove side on Cote. 4-1 the score. Stevens with a rip. As we'll get another look at this one here. What a shot. There from Stevens, just picked his place and ripped it glove side on Cote. What a finish. 4-1 now the score. Capper down by 3. And they say the 3-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. And magic always tends to happen here in the JPL. So we'll have to see what happens with the last 13:26 of this third period as maybe collects this puck. Maybe. Onto the backhand. Looking to center. No one was there in time to get a shot off. As trying to knock it away was Gaudioso. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Sharp angle shot. That one bounced right off the mask there of King. Lifted up to the neutral zone. Gaudioso has Taylor with him. Gaudioso looking, has to play it down behind the goal line. Puck up to Maybe. Maybe looking. Lays this lower over to the back door. The pass was in their skates. As Butchick will just send this one back out to the neutral zone. Butchick trying to poke that one away. Big hit right at center ice. What a reverse check. Usually we don't get hits here in the JPL, but my goodness. I don't think it was intentional there by Butchick, but he just stood his ground and laid him out. As O'Shaughnessy trying to keep this puck, will bring it into the zone. Pokes it forward for a moment, bouncing puck for Taylor. He's able to keep it. Taylor looking. Finds Viola in his skates. Viola to O'Shaughnessy. Shot on target onto Cote. He just steers that one aside. Wanvig keeps it in the zone. O'Shaughnessy now there as well. Taylor looking for a lane to the backhand shot. Viola with it, trying to get there. O'Shaughnessy puts it in off the post. And it's 5-1. 11:49 left to go in period 3, and O'Shaughnessy makes it 5-1 LSW. LSW with a whole bunch of offense here in the third, looking to cement their win and move on to the semifinal round of the JPL 2025 playoffs, as King will leave this one off for Wanvig. Wanvig tries to send it up. Bouncing puck here. Vecchio to chase. Vecchio and Boris come together. He goes down hard. They nearly collided with each other down there. As it's into the skates of Suh. He will put it back to Boris. Shots 19-16. As Viola will get this. Viola. Drop pass to O'Shaughnessy. Tries to go back to Viola, now in the corner. Viola looking. Wanvig with it in the slot. He fires, redirected by O'Shaughnessy. Just couldn't get it on target as Wanvig will keep it in the zone for now. Now Adamski. He gets it up and out looking for Suh. O'Shaughnessy up off the wall. Finds Viola. Beautiful pass. Viola looking. Fires. That one goes up and over the bar. Vecchio with it again for now. Now Chong takes it away. He'll calm things down here in his own end as O'Shaughnessy will apply the pressure. Pass off the wall. Adamski couldn't hang on to it. Now Chong there. He fires. That one is blocked there by Stevens. Chong still with it. Chong to the point. Top of the circle. Looking for an option. Here's Capper. Have to lay that one off to Suh. Wanvig able to get a stick on it, though. Can't get it out of the zone. Boris will keep it for now. He will send lower. Suh with it. Top of the circle. Looking for an option. Trying to weave his way in. King will get the initial first stop. Did it go in? They're going to say it did. So with a beautiful set of moves to put it past King and into the back of the cage. We'll take another look at this one here. So just walked right in through everybody and put this one into the back of the net. He walks through two defenders and just squeezed it through 5-hole and ended up going through 5-hole there on King. Diving back, trying to get on it was one of the defensemen, but ended up going underneath King as he was falling backwards. Now a 5-2 game. Capper finally getting back on the board. As Kushner, he fires and scores. That one hit off the low pad of Cote and in. And just like that, LSW get their goal right back. What a shot there from Kushner. Did a good job to just throw it on target and hope for something to happen there, and ended up bouncing off the low pad there of Cote as King will make his own stop there. 9:24 left to go here in period 3, a 6-2 game. Shots 20-19 in favor of LSW, just like that score, as working his way through, trying to lay it back. That was some beautiful work there from Stevens as Cote will cover up on it. Face-off one back by LSW. Puck comes back to the neutral zone, though, as Williams will lift this one up and out. Bouncing puck. Kushner with it. Kushner looking. Bruno with it. Trying to go back to Verdino. Verdino still with it now in the slot. He fires. That goes wide. There's a good back check there from Capper as well. As the other way. Here goes White as that one's thrown on into King, and he will just glove that one down. .841 left to go. Thomas will take this face-off. He's able to win it, but it's picked up here by Verdino as he drives in. Verdino, we know the skill set he has. Some beautiful hands. Saw a bunch of highlight reel goals last year and a few this year as well. As trying to dig at it was Josh Kushner. Couldn't do so. Picked back up here by Capper and skated out of the zone. 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Looking to try and get a shot off. Can't do it as Stevens sends this up off the glass. Kushner trying to go to work on Thomas. Kushner able to get to it. Salisbury there to try and stop him. Goes into the wall. Archianco will play this one lower. Kushner tied up along the boards there with Salisbury as Gaudioso will come in and help him. Gaudioso looking for Kushner again, able to keep it for now, looking to center. Gaudioso with it again, another chance. Cote able to make the save. Vastola, another chance, sharp angle shot. Cote makes the stop. And the net comes off, and it looks like Cote might be hurting a little bit here. Might have gotten that one where there isn't a ton of protection. Or right under the glove, potentially. Seems like he's all right. He's going to shake it off. Vestola puts this one down below the goal line. Along the boards is Gaudioso. Gaudioso with it. Vestola there. Vestola over to the back door. Taylor should have left it for Butchik. Had him all alone on the back door. Butchik to Vestola again. Looking in front. Gaudioso there. Cote makes the save with the pads. With 7:03 left to go in the third. Off the draw, taken by LSW. Archianco fires, but it goes right into the glove of Cote yet again for another stoppage. Just a second off the clock there off that shot. Shots 23-20. It's been such a close game despite the 4-goal lead for LSW as Butchik tries to break through. Couldn't do so as the 13s came together. Now Boris looking to weave his way in as King will just hold on to that one. Dylan Boris plays for Cranford. Hails from Cranford, New Jersey as well. Face off one back by Capper. With it moves it forward. Trying to get this one in as it goes up to O'Shaughnessy. Now Chong will try and keep it away from Viola. And Vecchio come together. Vecchio will send this one in. Chong moves it around. Capper still with it in their own zone. Wanvig will keep it in. Looking for a lane. Vecchio there. Vecchio cycles here with Wanvig. Still with the puck across to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy looking for somebody in the middle. Viola was there as Wanvig will keep it in again with the glove. Wanvig lower to Viola. Looking. O'Shaughnessy was right in the middle. Just couldn't get it to him in time. As O'Shaughnessy will keep this in again. Across to Williams. Williams looking. Has to spin around. Had his stick tapped, but O'Shaughnessy will get it at the hash marks. Now will try and play this up to Chong and out of the zone. 2-on-1 here if Capper can hurry. Pass through looking for Chong, but O'Shaughnessy got there on the back check to knock it away. Williams looking over to the other side. In on goal. King makes the initial stop. Cleared out of the blue paint. That was Williams who knocked that one right out of the crease. It was just sitting there. Puck sent around by Williams. Along the wall, Wanvig to Vecchio as Wanvig might have gotten a whack there. As Williams tapped that with the glove. He will try and send here for O'Shaughnessy. Tried to go for the toe drag, just couldn't handle it. Under 5 to play here in period 3. Capper down by 4. Vecchio looking for an option. Tries to break the defender's ankles. Gets the shot on goal still, but Cote will hold on that time. Face-off won there by Capper Hockey Services. Down by 4 currently, looking to try and tie this game up and keep their season alive. LSW looking to move on to the semifinal round here in the club division as down goes a Capper skater. And James Stevens takes him down. It's going to be a tripping call here on LSW. And another penalty shot opportunity here for Capper. Weren't able to capitalize on the first one. They'll get another one here. will stay to the right-hand side. Staying here on the forehand, looking to try and go for a move through the legs. King will able to make the stop. Beautiful effort, but King able to shut it down. It was a good little fake there to maybe just go to the backhand, but went through the legs. And King, good job to read it too. 4:19 left to go here in period 3. Still with it onto the backhand. King will make another stop right off the draw. Kushner with it. Josh Kushner, another one of the TCNJ skaters that we know very well, as Kostrowski will take it from him. Kostrowski with it, able to get the shot off stop there by King. Kushner again with it, has that one bounce away from him. And down goes another skater there, and we're going to get another penalty here on LSW. Another chance here for Capper to try and make this a 3-goal game here on the penalty shot with 3:42 left to go. I think it's going to be that same skater as well. But another penalty shot opportunity. We've got some chirping going on. Not sure if the mics are picking that up, but either way, this time to the left-hand side, walking and faking the slap shot, fires in onto King. That time saves it with the pads. So 3 for 3 on penalty shot opportunities is Jacob King here in this one tonight. Looking to hold on strong here. Shots 26-25 in favor of Capper, but they're still down by 4 as LSW are able to get it out of the zone. Bruno looking for Kushner. Kushner to the backhand. Had it poked away for a moment, but gets it right back here with 3:30 left. Kushner had it knocked away by Maybe. Sends this one across. Chasing after it goes Kostrowski. Sharp angle slap shot saved by King. Salisbury with it now. Looking in front. King with another save. Maybe fires. That one goes wide. Salisbury with it. Able to keep it in the zone. King with the initial stop. Loose rebound. Bruno will collect it though. Looking for an option. Able to spring this one up to Verdino. Verdino awaiting help. Stevens with it. Cuts by one defender. Has to go into the wall. Kushner looking. No one was there in the slot as it gets tapped away here by Capper. 4-on-1 if they can hurry. Capper across. Broken up play. Tom White couldn't hold on to the pass. Now down to the goal line. Capper looking. White again. Stopped there by King. As Taylor didn't know where it was. White with it again. 2:27 left to go. Time winding down. Capper needing one here to at least have a chance to try and pull Cote for an extra skater. But Thomas will have this along the wall. Sends it across. Goes back to Archianco as Wanvig will collect this here. Wanvig up the boards. Gaudioso will send it into the zone. 2 minutes left to go here in period number 3. 6-2 the score in favor of LSW as Chong skates this out. Chong looking to go to work on Wanvig. Has to peel away. Still with it. Looking across to Maybe. That one stopped by King, and it bounces in anyway. King got a piece of it, but it bounced up into the cage, and it's 6-3. So 98 seconds left here in the third. Capper down by 3. Cote already halfway to the hash marks here, almost right at the hash marks. Waiting for the signal to try and go to the bench. Doesn't look like anyone's going to signal him here with 90 seconds left. Trying to get possession here is Capper so they can at least pull him. As Maybe gets it. Cote will go to the bench, and Maybe scores. What a rip. Puts that one top shelf there on King. Cote didn't even need to get to the bench yet. And it's a 2-goal game. LSW need to settle down here. Let's take another look at that one if we can here from Maybe really quickly. And Cote getting ready to go to the bench again, and he will. And this shot from Maybe, just an absolute rip there to make it 6-4 as Chong will play this one back. 1:10 left to go here in the third. 2-goal game. LSW. Vecchio fires towards the cage. It goes wide. No icing as he was already well over center ice. Under a minute left now. 2-goal lead for LSW, looking to keep it. Capper looking to try and tie it and send it to overtime as it's picked back up by Vecchio. Lost that one up and out. We'll go all the way back to Boris. Boris sends forward. Maybe trying to enter the zone, can't do it. O'Shaughnessy can't hold on to it. Vecchio has it in his skates. 30 seconds left. Capper hasn't even been able to gain the zone yet. Now they finally do. Pulling up, looking back to the point. Chong fires. King will hold on to that with 17.8 left to go in the third. Off the face-off, looking for the empty cage. That was knocked away. Williams was trying to find it as Viola will play it around. Vastola there. Boris has it taken away by Vecchio. Vecchio to O'Shaughnessy, has the cage empty with 2 seconds left, and he'll put it in, and that will do it. 7-4, the final as O'Shaughnessy buries Capper Hockey Services to close out the game. And LSW will move on to the Jersey Pro League Club Division semifinals set for Wednesday night. Going to have to see who they are going to take on in that semifinal game. And Capper Hockey Services, their season comes to a close. 7-4 the final shots, 31-26 in favor of Capper, but LSW pull out the victory. And that will do it for this one. We're going to step aside, take a short break. We've still got one more game here on the docket tonight. The final game of the evening, Homegrown Hockey, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 7 Hockey House Podcast. Set for an 8:45 start time. We may start a little bit early, though, since this one ended pretty quickly. But we'll have to see about that. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal, back here for the third game and final game of the night. Here in night number 1 of the Jersey Pro League 2025 playoffs. Homegrown Hockey, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 7 Hockey House podcast. We're set for a great one here as we're kicked off already here with 14:30 left to go in period 1. As that shot goes up and away. Puck taken and played around here. Taken back here by Homegrown Hockey. Boyle will send this one through, looking for Kirillichev. Can't get to it as this one bounces here. Bouncing puck kept in the zone. Here by Homegrown Hockey, now trying to spring it out the other way as Heggie can't do so. Looking lower, Kirillichev with it. Has Swart out in the middle, can't get it to him. As it bounces for Heggie along the wall. Gross with it out the other way, one-on-one with Stoffel. Gross with it to the backhand, has to peel out. Looking across, Heggie with it, can't get the shot off on the backhand. Gross with it along the boards again, gets this pass to Heggie. Heggie with it to the point. Shot from the blue line is gloved down there by Smith. Puck taken here off the face-off by Homegrown Hockey. Boyle driving in. Boyle cycling around looking for some options here. Back up to the point. Lastra there. Lastra looking. Boyle fires. That shot goes wide of the cage and Brennan will jump on top of it. Kevin Brennan filling in between the pipes here for Hockey House Podcast. Their usual goaltender of Michael Contessa not here today, so Kevin Brennan jumps in between the pipes. Teets looks. He tries to fire. That one's blocked away. Comes back out of the zone for Boyle. Bouncing puck. Trying to get on it is Teets again. Had to send it to the opposite side. Boyle will keep it in the zone. Teets another chance here. Looking in the middle. O'Brien with it. Trying to go to the backhand. He scores. Out-deked Brennan and went to the backhand, and it is a 1-0 Homegrown Hockey lead. Let's take another look at this one here. O'Brien with a beautiful finish. Able to get this puck and just walk past Brennan and tuck it in on the backhand. And actually, forgot to mention this earlier as O'Brien will drive into the zone yet again, looking for Lastra. Kevin Brennan is actually one of the Homegrown Hockey goaltenders. So he had to swap sides today. He instead plays with the Hockey House Podcast since Contessa wasn't here as he makes a nice save there. Good save there for Brennan. Shots are 3-2 right now in favor of HHP, but it's Homegrown Hockey who have the lead. And winner of this game will move on to the semifinal round in the Jersey Pro League 2025 Club Division playoffs. We'll have our semifinal round for the Pro Division tomorrow, another triple header here for us at BSB. We've got the two Pro Division semifinal games, and then the final quarterfinal game for the Club Division as Breakout Sports Broadcasting takes on Synergy Uniforms as the final game of the night tomorrow. That one will be set for 9:15. Both Pro Division games set for a 6:45 and 8:15 start like they were today as Smith makes a nice save. Now Foley will get this one back in his own end. Barbieri will chase him as Foley has to lay this one back. Picked back up and played up to the 19 of Joe Mascari. Bouncing puck here in the neutral zone. Looking to weave their way through, can't do so. Stood up there by the defense. Looking into the middle, HHP trying to get this game tied. Still cycling here in the zone, looking. Heggie, he fires. Smith able to make the save as he gets taken down to the ice. A couple of players were trying to reach up for that one, but it's going to be called for a hand pass. So a hand pass call. As everybody was jumping for that puck. Face-off one back here by the Hockey House podcast. Pass sprung forward, I should say, for Foley. Didn't get a touch on it. No icing. We continue, though, as Stoffel tried to play that pass off, couldn't do it. Gross was giving chase on it. That pass broken up. Sent into the zone by Homegrown Hockey. Heggie will go back and collect. Heggie. Now to Foley, looking for some options as he sends into the zone. Bounces back here to Smith, who will lay for Barbieri. Had it taken away by Foley, though. Trying to get on it is Heggie again. Heggie along the boards. Had it taken aside as it's lofted all the way down the ice. Will this be an icing? It will not have enough juice for it. As Foley will collect on it again here with 9:38 left to go. In period one. Here comes HHP driving into the zone with speed on the wraparound chance. That one is stopped by Smith again. Cole will skate back into his own end. Pass moved around, picked off. HHP with it again. Picked up here by Kirillachev. Has to send it across. Finds Osher. Osher pass forward, meant for Swartout. Will be picked up by Kevin Brennan and will go for an icing. Here on Homegrown. .58 left to go here in period number one here between Homegrown Hockey and the Hockey House podcast. It's been a good one so far. Still .850 left to go. 1-0 game as that one is fired wide by Kirillachev. Swartout with it. Able to keep it. Swartout cycling around in the zone. Tried to get a shot off. Couldn't do so as him and Cole came together. Couple of big bodies there as it is collected by Gio Russo. Russo able to keep the puck here. Springs this one forward. Down to the ice went LaCourte as it comes back out to Russo. Russo sends across. Finds Cole. Brian Cole into the zone. Able to put on the moves. Keeps it into the corner. Looking to go back up to the point. Can't do so. Cole trying to get on it again. Looking to center. No one was home as Alec Osher will collect this one. Osher played for the New Jersey 87s last year for their EHLP team. Was Defenseman of the Year, actually, in the EHLP. And is actually a William Patterson commit. And we've talked about it throughout the regular season. And now into the playoffs here for the Jersey Pro League Club Division, the Homegrown Hockey squad. Basically, the entirety of the William Patterson team. As that quick slap shot is blocked away. Puck goes into the corner. Dorado with it. Boyle trying to get there. Boyle will send into the zone. Brennan. Picked up here. Trying to get on this. Kramer into the zone. 2-on-1 forming. Now 3-on-1. Dorado back to Kramer over to the other side. That one stopped by Smith. Kept in the zone by HHP. Shot from the point. Rebound trickles wide. Shots 6-3 right now. HHP having the lead in terms of shots, still looking for the tying goal. Krilichev the other way, trying to go to work on the defense. Krilichev with some room, fires a shot in onto Brennan, but he's able to make the save. And like I was saying before, the William Patterson team, pretty much the entirety of Homegrown Hockey. And funnily enough, on the Hockey House podcast, there's also quite a few William Patterson players. So pretty much the entirety of the William Patterson team playing here in this game are very much close to it. As Lasher tries to send it across, they score. He got there on the rebound and makes it 2-0. HGH making it a 2-0 game. Let's see that one again. Lastra able to tap this one home. And I hope our mics just picked up that noise. I'm not sure who made that. I heard it through the headphones, so I'm hoping it got picked up. Someone was screaming as Lastra tried to play it across to Tietz again. Just couldn't hold on to the shot. As O'Brien tries to go to work, Lastra in there as well. Tries to bounce it down low, looking for Tietz, can't connect on it. As HHP get it again. Can't get it out of the zone though, Lastra with it now. Tietz back to Lastra, just can't get it to him. Somehow just out of his reach, even though both of them extremely tall. Tietz 6'4", Lastra 6'6". As technical director Colton Reynolds standing right next to me says, wrong sport for both of them. This one played across, picked up here by Osher. Alec Osher weaving his way through, tried to get a shot through, ended up going into the corner. Tietz with it again. Tietz looking. Boyle at the point now. Boyle through traffic. That one gobbled up by Brennan. Off the face-off. This one won here by Hockey House Podcast, but it gets pinned up against the wall. Trying to get to it, the 21 of Brendan Ross. Ross trying to fight for it. Can't get it out of the zone that time. Russo couldn't get it out either. Now comes over to try and get to it on the backhand. Russo with it again. Has to play across to Gross. Gross uses some room in front of him. Tries to gain some speed, looking to get a shot off. Stop there by Smith. This one lofted all the way out, trying to play the pass up to the blue line as Barbieri goes to the backhand. Barbieri down behind the goal line, looking to play this one forward. Russo will send in, gloved by Frankie Smith yet again. As it's collected here by Sean King. King walking in, he fires. That one stopped there by Brennan. Got that one with the blocker clean as Gross will go the other way. Lays back for Russo. He fires right into the glove of Smith. 3:43 left to go here in period one. Shots are 9-7 right now in favor of HHP, but Homegrown Hockey, the 2-0 lead right now. As this one is kept here off the draw by HGH. King with it, 2-on-1 forming. King opts to shoot, goes up and over the bar. Still with it here in the zone is Homegrown. That one knocked aside there by Brennan as it goes behind the goal line now. Pass into some open ice. Will this go for an icing? It will not. They're going to wave it off. Boyle sends this one the distance. Will that be an icing? No, it will not. Playing a little bit of whack puck here in those two plays as driving in. Here comes HHP. Got stopped there right at the top of the circle As LaCourte lays this one off. Quick shot. Smith able to make the save. On the rebound, he gets another one and tries to glove it out of the air. Couldn't do so as LaCourte came together with him. Barbieri now with it. Barbieri driving in. Had Swart out with him, but he goes down to the ice. Pass forward to Gross. Gross trying to put on the moves. Sharp angle shot. Smith had to fight that one off. As Swartout will send that one forward to Kirillachev. Pass played forward. With it walking in. That one stopped by Brennan. Got a piece of it as it went up and over. Kept in the zone yet again. Shot spun back. Kicked aside by Brennan with the pillows as Swartout collects it again. Swartout puts on the spins, fires. Brennan makes the save with the shoulder, and it's cleared. And that will go for an icing here on the Hockey House podcast with 1:51 left to go in period number 1. Stoffel, shot from the point off the faceoff, goes up and over the bar. He will have to go back and collect this one in his own end. Up off the wall. Pass goes all the way back here to Forehand. His first shift of the evening. Must have been in the locker room. Got here a little bit late. Sure, there was some traffic getting into Newark, as there usually is. Driving in, here comes HHP looking for an option. Trying to play it backdoor, looking for Forehand. Can't get it through. Now Kirillachev has Swart out with him. No offside. We continue on. HHP wanted that call. Either way, it comes up and out of the zone as Osher will glove it down and play it to Boyle. Boyle up to Kirillachev. Got a piece of it as Forehand will now collect. Pass up to Dorada. Dorada will just flip that one into the zone. Plays for the University of Maine. Hails from New Providence, New Jersey. Had 3 points in the regular season. Walking in now. Here comes HGH. Kirillachev with it. He fires it on to Brennan. Able to make the first stop. Another chance. That one went up and away as Swartout skied it with the empty cage. That one hit way up there in the netting. Puck bounces out here to Boyle, just behind his own blue line. He's able to skate it out, gets it across center ice, and sends it into the zone. Brennan way out of his net to try and play the puck. Able to make an initial stop as Osher will get it back at the point. Osher looking. He fires through traffic. Brennan gets the stop on as Swartout tried to give it a tap. As him and Mascari going at it with each other a little bit. Again, most of these guys know each other, so little bit of friendly back and forth with each other. As that will end it for the period. So at the end of one, a 2-0 game in favor of Homegrown Hockey. Shots are 13-11 in favor of them as well. So HGH with a 2-goal lead heading into the first intermission. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 2 between number 2 Homegrown Hockey and number 7 The Hockey House Podcast. A 2-0 lead for HGH after 1. They have the lead in shots as well, 13-11, but the 2-0 lead for Homegrown, as they try to add on to it here in period number 2. HHP trying to tie this game up at 2 apiece. Joe Mascari the other way, lays it for Heggie. Sharp angle shot is gobbled up there by Smith. Face-off one back here by Homegrown Hockey. Osher will send this one around. Pass run forward to Tietz. Can't handle that one. Heggie will get back on it. Eric Heggie tried to dance his way through the defense. Couldn't do so that time. As Osher, he will now drive into the zone. Osher looking for an option down below the goal line. Tries to put on a move. Gets pinned up along the wall. Has it taken away for a moment, but Tietz trying to steal it back, looking to put it through, went through the blue paint, but couldn't get it into the back of the cage as Cole spins around looking for an option. No one was home, went directly to the other team. As Heggie will get on it again, has Cole on the other side, fit it to him, but whiffed on the shot. It went right through his skates. As Cole has it again, trying to cut into the slot and get a shot off, couldn't do it. As Lastra and Tietz will get on their horse. 3-on-1 with O'Brien as well. Over to Tietz. Got stick lifted by Brennan. Brennan got the paddle in as he makes another save there. Tietz over to collect this. Tietz, 6'4", fires. That shot from the point is stopped there by Brennan again. Gets some taps out of the bench. As Osher will have this at the point. Skates away from Russo. Osher on the backhand sends around for Stoffel. Stoffel to Tietz. Long range shot rings off the iron. That was a knuckle puck that ricocheted off everything in the middle. And somehow it stayed out of the pipe, or stayed out off the pipe. The other way now. Smith will gobble up that rebound. Just caught that one. Face off to the right here of Smith. Has that chrome goalie mask. It's a great one. Unique one. As Foley has this behind his cage. Looking for LaCourte. Plays it up off the wall. Puck right under the feet of the referee there, sitting on the bench. As this is played across. Trying to find this one lower. Barbieri fires. That one went wide. Bouncing puck. Down in the near side corner on the left. Had it knocked aside as Gross will collect it here. Gross. Now at the top of the circle, looking for an option. Goes to the backhand now. Still with it. Now goes to the point. At the blue line. Shot from the point is blocked and it's knocked out of the zone. HGH giving chase. Looking for some options. Tried to play it through, but it's blocked by HHP. What a diving block on the back check. As down went LaCourte as he played the pass across. Forehand with it. Having to wait for his teammate to get back on side as he tries to get going. We know he has a nifty set of mitts. Has scored some ridiculous goals so far this year as Gross trying to do the same thing. Bouncing puck. Smith has to come out and play it away. Forehand plays for the University of Pittsburgh for their ACHA Division I program. As this pass is lofted right out to forehand at the blue line. Looking to get going into the zone, putting on the moves, has to play this pass slower. Bouncing puck, Dorada can't handle. Pass out the other way, meant for King. As Dorada sends this to Gross. Gross into the zone, tries to lay the pass back, can't find anybody. Forehand with it again. Forehand fires, Smith makes the save. Hard off the end wall, but not out. Dorada kept it in for a moment. Now it's sent the other direction. Swart out. We'll try and chase after that as Brennan just steers it all the way almost out of the zone. Now Kramer. Brian Kramer has to lay back to forehand. Looking to the back door, they can't connect on the feed. As Kirillachev collects with 9:50 left to go in the second. And it actually looks like on the scoreboard here, it still says it's the first period. In fact, we are in the second. As this pass moved up by Heimberg, but not out of the zone. Across, Swart out with it. He sends it up high again. I think Kevin Brennan's in his head a little bit. Swart out trying to get on it again. Already has 2 chances, but both have been skied as Kramer able to get on this one here. Kramer with it. Walking in lower, in onto Smith, flashing the leather. What a save. Tried to go short side on him, but Frankie Smith says no. Another shot from the point ends up in Smith's glove. Right off the faceoff, Frankie Smith played for the 87s last year for their EHLP team. Another commit for William Patterson. So like I'll continue saying, the entire homegrown hockey team are the Willie P boys. As Kirillachev goes the other way, 2-on-1. Kirillachev when it cuts to the middle and scores, goes 5-hole there on Brennan. Kirillachev, what a finish. Came in with a big burst of speed and just ripped it 5-hole. Excellent job here by Kirillachev. Out here on this 2-on-1 opportunity, he just shifts his way into the middle and looked to fake the pass. And went with the shot. Goes 5-hole on Brennan, makes it a 3-0 game here with 8:48 left to go in the second. Kirillachev has it again here. Plays that one across. Sent in. Brennan will steer this one out of danger as Heggie will collect. Heggie has Kramer with him. Kramer across, able to find this one through. That one saved there by Smith on the shot from Mascari. As Kirillachev with it on a breakaway chance. Kirillachev, hounded by Cole, looking to go back to Swart out, but finds Osher instead. He makes a move. Mascari with it again for a moment. Now Osher. Osher looking, feeds the pass to Kirillachev, and he scores again. His second of the game, back-to-back goals for Roman Kirillachev. Makes it 4-0. Let's take another look at this goal here from Kirillachev. Osher with a good job to steal that puck away and just feeds it across right to him. Point blank there on Brennan. Not much he can really do there. As it's a 4-0 game with 8 minutes left to go here in the second. Still a lot of time left here for the Hockey House podcast to try and respond. Shots are almost dead even, 17-16. HHP actually have the lead in the shot department by 1. As back to get this goes Stoffel. Working his way in to the backhand, trying to power move to the net front. On the rebound, chance they score! Stoffel made the play, and then on the rebound, Lastra able to put it into the back of the cage. And I think Brennan getting a little upset there in his cage. Now 5-0. As it's taken here by Cole. Quick shot and he scores. Good response there from HHP. What a shot there from Brian Cole, able to respond and get HHP on the board. Looking at this one again, Cole able to get it off that steal and just rips it past the blocker side of Smith. As Tietz has this one now. Pass laid off Lastra, looking for Tietz. Rebound chance gets cleared out of the zone. No icing. They're going to say it could have been played. As Tietz will collect this one. Tietz. His shot went wide. Forehand will collect on it now. Forehand lays it off. Driving in. Gross has to pull up at the top of the circle away from Lastra. Able to keep it for a moment now. Now taken by O'Brien. O'Brien into the zone. Looking. Finds Tietz again. Tietz with it. Trying to center. Back up to the point. At the blue line. That one is stopped by Brennan. Big rebound, though, as O'Brien looks for a lane. O'Brien to the point. Stoffel is there. Shot from the point is stopped by Brennan again. Lastra on it. Has it stolen away by Forehand. He looks for Gross, but can't get it out of the zone. Spinorama move to keep the puck, but it's knocked away. Gross with it. Trying to get up in the play is Ross. Gross tried to play to Ross, just couldn't do so on the rebound. It got knocked away. Not out of the zone yet, though, as Smith gobbles that one up. .545 left to go here in period number 2. Shots are 20-19 in favor of Homegrown Hockey. Out the other direction. Almost a clear offsides as it's tapped into the cage. I don't know. We'll have to look at that one again. I think that might have been offsides, but either way, as of now, it's going to count. Brennan came out to try and challenge it, and it ends up back in the net. Want to see this one again here for sure. This was flipped out of the zone quickly. And it's hard to tell. Doesn't look like we got it on camera. But either way, we continue on. Now a 6-1 game in favor of Homegrown Hockey. As this pass broken up right at the blue line there for a moment by HHP, as it is played forward to Dorada. He sends it across to Gross. Gross to the backhand, has that one stolen away. Osher sends it to the other side, looking to get the pass through. That shot goes wide. Osher on the rebound, trying to corral it. Osher looking for the backdoor for Barbieri, can't connect. Barbieri to the point. Boyle, he fires. That went wide. This one played up here for Gross off the feed from LaCourte, as Gross looks for some options now. Gross trying to find Dorada. It's picked aside yet again. Going the other way here. Homegrown Hockey try to fire. Stopped there by Brennan. Up to the point. Boyle with it, winds up the cannon. That one went well wide of the cage. Kramer the other way now, trying to get on a loose puck. Can't do so as Boyle was there to corral it. Sends it up here to King. King, backhanded pass is broken up there. Still in the zone. Looking for options, diving play. Boyle with it now. Still in the zone here. Kirillachev with it down behind the goal line as he went flying into the end wall. Hit a divot in the ice there as Boyle plays this one off. Swart out. To the backhand, tried to spin and get a pass through, couldn't do it. In front, Kirillachev gets a shot off and it's stopped there by Brennan. 3-on-1 here if Hockey House can hurry. Pass across, Smith can't stop that one and it goes into the back of the cage. HHP make it 6-2. That was Dan Foley who put that one into the back of the net. And Foley able to put that one past Smith. Another one on the blocker side. Both goals for HHP coming on that blocker side. As Foley taps that one up to Cole. Cole with it. Cutting into the middle. Scored the first one for HHP as that one went well wide. Trying to get on it now. Kirillachev with it. 2-on-1, tries to lay the pass across, they score! The one-timer blast! What a rip from Swart out. As we'll get another look at it here, 7-2 the score now. What a feed across to Swart out. That was a rip there on the one-timer on the feed from Kirillachev. As that one goes past Smith. Kramer trying to get there and chase after it. Can't do so. Still in the zone here for HHP. Heimberg tried to play that one lower as Swart out looked for that pass. Will go all the way down for an icing here. As forehand hit the deck and then started doing push-ups. Forehand blew a tire as he went to go get that puck and then just, again, hit another bad edge right in behind the cage of Brennan and ended up starting doing push-ups anyway. Cole trying to keep this, can't do so. Lofted up, Heimberg can't get to that one. Swart out with it now. Swart out. Looking, tried to power move around forehand, couldn't do so. Still has it in front. That one gloved up by Brennan, flashing the leather. .150 left to go here in period number 2. Cole the other way. Cuts by one defender. Cole with it across. Trying to go for Heggie on the back door. Just couldn't corral the pass. There's a loose stick on the ice as well as Swart out. Lays this one back for Kirillachev. Feeds it across. In on goal. They score again. Another one past Brennan. Makes it 8-2. Off the face-off, this one back here by Homegrown Hockey again. Another chance in front. That one steered wide. Went through the slot, though, as down to the goal line is Swart out. Swart out, looking to cut into the middle there on Brennan. Bouncing puck is cleared out of the zone. Foley will chase after this. Foley with it. Foley, he fires, stopped by Smith. On the rebound chance, another one stonewalled by Smith. Now the other way, Kirillichev with it. Kirillichev looked for Swartout, couldn't connect on the pass. Now Foley again. Foley, saucer pass, tried to send that one through, couldn't connect on it. Swartout tries to get on that one, can't do it. Mascari with it, has it for a moment. Looking to fire is Foley. Russo fires, another save by Smith. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Kirillichev out the other way. Kirillichev all alone, tries to dangle Brennan, and he does! What a filthy set of moves! Highlight reel stuff from Kirillichev. I think he just left Kevin Brennan's jockstrap in the rafters. What a move there from Kirillichev, the little leg kick. Beautiful set of hands and finish there from Kirillichev. That was for the hat trick as well. 15 seconds left to go in period 2 as that one's knocked aside by Smith. O'Brien on it again. 9-2 the score. That one gets by everybody and will go all the way back down. And that will do it for period 2. So an explosion of offense yet again here in the middle frame. Second time that's happened tonight. 9-2 after 2 periods in favor of Homegrown Hockey. We're going to step aside, though, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 3 between Homegrown Hockey and the Hockey House podcast. Currently a 9-2 game in favor of Homegrown Hockey as they have dominated this one. Here tonight, our third and final game of the evening here from night number 1 of the Jersey Pro League 2025 playoffs. We'll have night number 2 tomorrow. We'll have the 2 Pro Division semifinal games. And then the final quarterfinal game for the club division, which will be Breakout Sports Broadcasting versus Synergy Uniforms, as a couple of chances go wide of the cage of Smith. LaCourte trying to get on it. Boyle there to steer it away from him. Lasher will keep this, looking for Teets. Can't get it to him. Forehand will have to go back to get it. Forehand up to LaCourte. Gets it out of the zone. Him and Lastra come together. As this one is tapped forward here for Ross. Ross has it knocked away, though, by O'Brien. As O'Brien still with it, gets it up here to Teets. Across, Lastra there. Lastra still with it. Walking in, Lastra fires in onto Brent. He's able to make the save that time. Pass back up to the point. Walking in low or high slot. That one is blocked away. Out the other direction. Dorada sends it across. Into the zone is Gross. Gross cutting into the middle. Had that one broken up. LaCourte fires. That one goes up and over. Dangerous chance there for HHP as Lastra the other way now. Lastra gets by the defense to the backhand. He scores. Goes top shelf and makes it 10-2. And it seems like we may have a running clock as well. Up by 8 here with 12:50 left to go. Heimberg plays for the Islanders Hockey Club in the USPHL Elite. Bounces this one across to Dorada. Dorada fires. That one gloved up by Smith. And looking at the schedule for tomorrow's games, we kick things off at 6:45 when X-Hockey Products, the number 1 seed, take on the number 4 Team Goose Foundation. And then at 8:15, number 2, 43 Oak, take on number 3 Top Line Hockey for our 2 Pro Division semifinal games to see who will get back to the final as they score yet again. Another one for Homegrown Hockey. Ends up in the back of the net. 31st shot of the night for HGH. And I mentioned the 2 Pro Division games tomorrow. The 1 Club Division game, BSB versus Synergy Uniforms. That one will be at 9:15 to close out. As Brennan will make a save there. Kramer with it now. Kramer sends this one forward. Trying to drive into the zone is HHP. Smith will steer that one aside for now. Down behind their own goal. HGH trying to find Stoffel there with that one. Bouncing puck up along the wall. Kept here by Homegrown. Shots 32-25 as Barbieri will walk this one forward. Barbieri with it. Has to peel away. 10:45 left to go here in the third. King with it. Osher fires. That one goes wide. Kramer getting into it now. Over on the other side at the blue line. Gave a couple of good shoves. As we get some line changes here. And they're still chirping as they go to the bench. Faceoff is going to end up at center ice here with 9:47 left to go with the running clock. Cole tries to play it across. Heggie with it. Spinorama move. Plays this lower looking for Russo. Can't connect. And now Smith has no paddle. Ended up losing it as it got knocked away as Swartout will send it out of the zone. Boyle. Boyle looking over to the other side. Couldn't get there in time as Kirillachev has it again. Kirillachev has it knocked away. Cole with it now. Cole has Russo with him on a 2-on-1. Cole able to keep it. Looking to play to Russo. Couldn't find him. Was stolen aside on the back check. And looking forward to our Wednesday semifinal games as of right now. Swartout rips one top shelf. What a shot from Swartout. That was a rip. Right under the bar. What a shot. As we get another look at it here, that was a rip there from him. Swartout just collects this puck and rips that one top shelf. What a beautiful shot. But like I was saying, let's dig in a little bit to the playoffs right now in terms of where everyone is going to be for the club division semifinals, as Brennan will cover that one up. So for the first game on Wednesday, the winner of game one, which was the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation with a 14-6 win, will play the winner of this one, assumedly will be Homegrown Hockey unless a miracle occurs in the final 7:51. They're up by 10 right now. So that'll likely be the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation versus Homegrown Hockey. So the 1 and 2 playing each other to open up Wednesday's semifinal here for the club division, as Brennan will cover that one up. And then for our second semifinal game, it'll be Mr. Lemon Stick Wax versus whoever wins tomorrow's game between BSB and Synergy Uniforms. We'll have to wait and see who the winner is of that one and who Mr. Lemon Stick Wax will play, but assuming, again, nothing unbelievable happens here, it'll be the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation versus Homegrown Hockey for game number one on Wednesday for the first semifinal game of the club division. And that'll be the 1 and the 2 facing off in the semifinals. And Mr. Lemon Stick Wax was last year's winner and champion of the 2024 season, so they look to try and repeat here this year. It's going to be a tough one, as both Homegrown and the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, both extremely tough teams, as well as whoever they're going to face in that semifinal game as well. As HGH still trying to go to work here with 6 and change left to go in the third. Shots 36-25. As Foran puts on some beautiful moves. He walks into the zone, tries to go through the legs, has to spin this back to Cole. Bouncing puck goes into the end wall. Kirillichev now with it. With some speed, Kirillichev cutting through, faked the shot on the initial one. Another chance, that one went wide for Swartout. Still in the zone. Kirillichev with it, tries to go through the legs, and he does. While falling down, put it through the legs, past Brennan. Kirillichev somehow found the balance to put that through his legs. Let's take another look at it. Puck cycled around, and Kirillichev just got right back into the same spot and pulled it through his legs and tucked it in. Beautiful move, beautiful finish there from him with 5 minutes left to go. As that one is steered aside by Smith. 24 for 26 so far as Teets driving in. Brennan will stonewall him that time. Teets with it again. Fakes the shot lace to O'Brien, but doesn't get the shot off as Gross steered it aside. He lifts it across, trying to find Brendan Ross as he goes into the corner. Now Foran with it again, trying to cut into the middle in on Smith. On the rebound, it is stopped by him. Here with 4:15 left to go in period number 3. Shots are 38-27. Gross with it here off the faceoff as the 8s come together. Him and Lastra. Gross with it now again. Gross in the circle. He fires stopped there by Smith. Got that one off the shoulder. Along the boards, Foran has it taken away by Teets. Finds Lastra. Lastra to O'Brien. He scores again. And there goes the paddle for Brennan. Just throws it behind him. Here with 3:30 left to go. 14-2 the score. Foley with it here. He will find LaCourte. Bouncing for him, though, as Lastra knocks it away. O'Brien with it again. O'Brien has that steered aside. Forehand with it now. He can't get a shot off as Boyle will send it across. Tietz with it. Back to Lastra. Lastra looking for a lane. That time it is stopped there by Brennan with 2:30 left to go. Face-off one here by HHP. Heimberg will move it around up off the wall. Not out of the zone yet, though, as Osher will keep it in. Brennan sends this one into the corner. 2 minutes left to go here in this one. Cole looking. He fires. That one goes wide of the cage. Bouncing puck kept in the zone by Heimberg for now. He will send it back into the corner. Osher will go and collect it. Shots 40-29 in favor of Homegrown Hockey. As driving in goes King. King with it. Stopped there by Brennan. 90 seconds left to go. And as we were saying before, Homegrown Hockey, a force to be reckoned with. Obviously, they were the 2 seed. As here they come on a 3-on-1. Trying to find Barbieri. He fires that one redirected wide. But Homegrown Hockey, a force to be reckoned with. They will take on the number 1 John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. That is going to be a battle between the 1 and the 2 seeds on Wednesday. As that one goes up and over the bar. So they'll each get a day of rest. And then we'll be right back at it on Wednesday to go to war with each other as that one hops right up into the bench forehand. We'll just throw that one right back into play. As we're down to 35 seconds left to go, we'll probably get one more draw here. We'll have to see. I think the teams might just skate this one out with 20 seconds left to go. Maybe one more face-off to the left of Brennan. One more face-off, and that will do it. And that will be it for us tonight as Homegrown Hockey with a 14-2 victory over the Hockey House podcast. Their season comes to a close. Homegrown Hockey move on to the semifinal round here in the Jersey Pro League Club Division playoffs. They will take on the number 1 seeded John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, the 1 and 2 facing off on Wednesday. Set for a great one. It is going to be a battle on Wednesday. But that will wrap things up here for night number 1 of the Jersey Pro League Club Division playoffs and playoffs as a whole here for the JPL. We'll be back tomorrow with the Pro Division semifinals as well as the final Club Division quarterfinal game. We'll be back here set at 6:45 yet again here for tomorrow's triple header for the second time, and then we'll have Wednesday and Thursday of just 2 games, the semifinal games for the club division on Wednesday, and then the finals for both the pro and club division on Thursday. But either way, that'll wrap it up for us here tonight. We'll see you back tomorrow, everybody. Have a good night.